The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Phyllis has a new plan to bust the villain, and she seduces Matt, who has amnesia. Spoilers for the television show The Young and the Restless Y&R suggest that Phyllis Summers, played by Michelle Stafford, would be responsible for a major storyline event. At the time, Phyllis is unable to escape the legal drama that she is now experiencing, but she may eventually move her focus to a different topic. Fans of Young and the Restless are aware that Phyllis and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, became close during their time spent serving as laboratory rats for Martin Laurent Christopher Cousins. Sharon and Phyllis were both at the whim of a sick evil, which allowed them to connect despite the fact that it was a terrible experience for both of them. As a result, Phyllis is still able to comprehend the yearning to be liberated from a monster, despite the fact that any problems that have been resurfacing. Since Matt Clark Roger Howarth is currently on his way back to Genoa City, Sharon is still not free from him. Therefore, it is possible that Phyllis might step up and assist her in dealing with him. The fact that Matt nearly blew Sharon, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, to pieces in that gas station is something that Phyllis will, of course, eventually learn about. On top of that, Matt had the potential to kill Nick with that faulty batch of fentanyl. Phyllis will be concerned about Nick's conduct in the episode that airs on May 7th, and this could result in her learning about his fight against drug addiction and the treatment program he is participating in. It is readily apparent that Phyllis is experiencing some difficulties with the Newman family at the present time. Nonetheless, she will always be concerned about Nick and his health. The fact that Nick is the father of Summer Newman, Phyllis' daughter, who was most recently portrayed by Allison Lanier, will inextricably bond the two of them. Even if Matt suffers from amnesia, you can bet that after he returns to GC, there will be some questions regarding the extent of his memory loss. When it comes to the entire Martin problem, Phyllis has never really addressed the inner anguish that she has been experiencing. Therefore, what if she decides to assist in bringing Matt down? It is possible that this might become a way to potentially put an end to the conflict that Phyllis is now having with the Newmans and to negotiate a compromise similar to the one that Michael Baldwin Christian LeBlanc has been suggesting. Naturally, the most rational approach would be for Victor Newman, played by Eric Braeden, to simply kill Matt, as he ought to have done in the first place. On the other hand, Young and the Restless will invariably come up with a reason to keep Matt alive and involved in the action. When it comes to Matt, the show constantly makes things more complicated than they need to be. This is because it appears that they are determined to keep him around for as long as they possibly can. In light of this, what would happen if Phyllis made the decision to seduce Matt and become close enough to him to determine whether or not his memory loss is genuine? It is possible that Phyllis will fabricate some flying sparks in the intention of catching Matt in the act of lying and obtaining the recorded criminal confession of the scoundrel. On the other hand, it's possible that Phyllis has more sinister endeavors in mind from the beginning. In any case, it would be a fantastic opportunity to explore the chemistry that Michelle Stafford and Roger Howarth shared on General Hospital, as they were paired together when they portrayed the roles of Nina Reeves and Franco Baldwin. Phyllis believed that she was powerless against Martin, and she will not want Sharon to feel the same way about Matt at this time. It is possible that Phyllis will be able to capitalize on this opportunity to gain an advantage over Matt, yet, the plan could fail if she develops genuine affections for him while he is in his amnesic state. It is inevitable that Matt will have a flood of memories at some point in the future, and once this occurs, it is possible that awful news will be on the horizon. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Phyllis is holding some surprises in store for us nonetheless, so make sure you stay tuned. Since CDL is the place you want to be for the most recent and exciting Young and the Restless spoilers and news, you should consider us to be your one-stop source.